Hello everyone, you're welcome to PED 261, Primary School Social Studies Curriculum and Method. My name is Genevieve Kelikume and I am the facilitator. So this morning, we are going to be having our second lesson on Introduction to Social Studies. I hope you will find this lesson very useful. Thank you. Please permit me to share my screen. Like I said, our topic this morning is topic 2 from our Module 1 Introduction to Social Studies. And the topic says aims, objectives, and functions of primary school social studies. I'll repeat that again. Aims, objectives, and functions of primary school social studies. So introduction. Remember in our last lesson, that's lesson 1, we discussed extensively on the different definitions of social studies. We talked about the meaning of social studies and the nature and scope of social studies. So this is a fallout from that lesson or a follow-up from that the previous information we had. So I'm presenting you the aims, objectives, and functions of primary school social studies curriculum. And the overall aim of this study unit is to help you get acquainted with the expected outcomes of the curriculum. And we are progressively building up knowledge on social studies curriculum. And this unit offers you another stimulating learning experience. We are progressively building up knowledge on social studies curriculum. And I promise you that this unit will offer you more stimulating learning experiences. So it is very impossible, I repeat that word, it is impossible to include a subject into a national school curriculum without clear aims and objectives and the social studies curriculum. It's no exception. You cannot include a subject into a national curriculum without aims and objectives. So social studies as a curriculum is no exception. So it is expected that learners will derive some benefit from learning the contents of the curriculum. Therefore, there are specific objectives that are set out to be achieved when teaching and learning social studies. Who can remember the last statement I just made? Good. I said there are specific objectives. Specific. There are a lot of objectives, but there are specific ones that are set out to be achieved, that you are expected to achieve when learning and teaching social studies. So we're going to the aims of social studies. And I'm going to ask us one question. Which of us now listening can define that term, aims? What does it mean to you? What does aims mean to you? Or how can you describe, what does it mean? What is your understanding of the word aim? Okay? Aims refer to general statement. It's a generalized statement of purpose or of intentions of the curriculum. Remember, I said again that aims refers to general statements of the purpose and the intention of the curriculum. It's a generalized, I'll repeat that again, general statement of purpose or an intention or the intentions of drawing up that curriculum. So we're going to talk about some key aims of social studies. Remember, I said key, not all, but the key, the important aims of social studies. One, developing an understanding of the immediate environment. It helps learners develop an understanding of the immediate environment. The second one, developing skills that will enable a child to deal with and manage the world in which he or she lives. It helps a child develop skills and manage to develop helps a child, enables a child to develop and deal with ability to manage the world in which he or she lives with. Then the third one, educating citizens about harmonious living. Remember in our lesson 1, we talked about the different individuals that live together in an environment. And these individuals are not from the same home, they are not from the same clan, they are not from the same village, but they are from different ethnic groups. We have even people from different countries that live together. So it helps the child develop skills that will enable him or her deal with and manage the world in which he lives. The third is educating the young citizens about what? Harmonious living. How to live harmoniously and promoting an understanding of the different peoples which make up a society. We dealt with this in our lesson 1, if you remember. I'll take the aims again. Quickly, we said aims are what? They are generalized statements. A general statement of what? Purpose or intentions that you have in drawing up a curriculum. Then some of the key aims of social studies are what? One, it helps develop understanding of the child's immediate environment, help with development of skills that will enable the child to deal and manage with forces around the world in which he or her lives, manage forces. Then the third one, it helps in educating young citizens about what? Harmonious living and promoting an understanding of the different peoples that make up the society where the child finds him or herself. We're now going over to the objectives. Objectives. What are objectives? Can somebody tell me his or her understanding of that term or word, objectives? Good. Objectives are more precise statements. Remember, we said aims are general statements, but these are more precise statements of purpose. So you have narrowed it down. They indicate what should be taught in order to achieve aims and the aims of the subject. I'll repeat that again. Objectives are more precise statements of purpose. And these objectives indicate what should be taught in order to achieve these aims, the aims of the subject. Before formulating objectives of the Nigerian Social Studies curriculum, three factors were considered. And I want you to take note of these three factors that were considered before the objectives of the social studies curriculum in Nigeria were formulated. One, the nature of the society. Two, the nature of the learners. And three, the nature of knowledge. I'll take that again. The first thing that was considered, the first factor is what? The nature of the society. The second, the nature of the learner, which is very important. And third, the nature of knowledge that you want the individuals to achieve. According to the Committee on Primary School Social Studies Program, 1971, the key objectives of the primary school social studies curriculum includes one, creating awareness and understanding of the evolving social and physical environment as a whole. Creating an awareness and understanding of the evolving social and physical environment as a whole. That is, its nature, its natural, man-made, cultural, and spiritual resources, together with the rational use and conservation of these resources for development. The second one, developing capacity to learn and acquire certain basic skills. It helps in developing capacity to learn and acquire certain basic skills. And these skills include listening, speaking, reading, writing, calculating, that's calculation, observation, analysis, and drawing inferences, which are essential to the formulation of what? Sound judgment. The third, ensuring the acquisition of relevant knowledge as part of the prerequisites to personal development. Ensuring the acquisition of relevant what? Knowledge as what? Part of the prerequisite to personal development, as well as what? Making personal contributions to the development of mankind. The fourth point, they consider developing a sympathetic appreciation of the diversity and interdependence of the diversity, remember this word, and interdependence of all members of the local community where he or she lives, and the wider nation, the nation at large, and the international community. I'll take this point again, point 4. Developing a sympathetic appreciation of the diversity and interdependence of all members of the local community, the wider national and the international community as a whole. The fifth point says it helps the child developing in children. The objective is developing in children a positive attitude of citizenship and a desire to make positive contributions to the creation of a united Nigeria, which we are all looking forward to having someday. It helps the child in developing, in the children a positive attitude for citizenship and a desire to make positive contributions to the creation of a united Nigeria. So I'm going to ask us now, according to the functions of social studies education, the functions of social studies education. So as in a way of recap, we have discussed the aims and objectives of social studies. We have aims and objectives of social studies. And under the aims, we listed 3 important points, and the objectives 5. And we talked about the 3 things that were considered before drawing up the objectives of social studies curriculum. Now we are going to talk about the functions of social studies education. One, you see, it gives learners, giving social experience to the learners. The first function of social studies education gives social experience to the learner. What do I mean by giving social experience to the learner? Social studies helps in providing an opportunity for children and young adults to have various social experiences and to obtain relevant information that will enable him or her to benefit from interaction with other members of the society or the community in which he or she lives, giving social experience to the learners. The second one, providing learners with skills. One of the functions of social study education is to help provide learners with skills. What are we talking about here? He said every individual, you and I, need to learn some core skills. I'll take that again. You and I, all individuals, need to learn some core skills. And these skills are the skills that will assist each of us in building a positive relationship and to foster national unity and development. In building a community, a positive relationship that will foster what? National unity and development. The third one says, helping learners develop essential skills. Helping learners develop essential skills. What do we mean by helping learners develop essential skills? The second point says helping learners develop what? Providing learners with skills. It provides them with skills. This one, it helps them develop skills that are essential. And what are these essential skills? We know that social studies derives its content, like we mentioned in our first class. You remember when we said social studies is made up of various courses, different courses, the bits of various courses from the social sciences put together, from history, from anthropology, from name it, economics, put together. Small fields like that make up social studies. So this point is telling us helping learners develop essential skills. And we know that social studies derives its content from all these fields. And these ones help contribute to individuals' acquisition of what? Critical thinking. Remember, we're talking about essential skills. And these skills are what? Critical thinking skills, problem solving skills, and what? Decision making skills. 3 important skills, 3 essential skills: the critical thinking skill, the problem solving skill, and the decision making skills. Very important. The fourth function of social studies education is it helps contribute to the formulation of positive attitude and values. Helps contribute to the formulation of positive attitudes and values. What do we mean? This subject, social studies, tends to inspire standards for developing positive beliefs, positive attitudes, and behavior. Social studies tends to inspire standards for the development of positive beliefs, positive attitudes and behavior. The fifth and the last point is it helps in creating awareness. Awareness. What do I mean? The content of social studies curriculum exposes learners to an understanding and appreciation of their environment. It helps them understand and appreciate their environment. And what environment are we talking about here? Both its physical and social, cultural diversities. Both physical and its social, cultural diversities. I'd like to take this point again very quickly. The functions of social studies are: one, giving social experience to learners. The second one, providing learners with skills. The third, help learners develop essential skills. Then, and what are these skills? If you remember, who can tell us the essential skills that helps learners develop? We said critical thinking skills, problem solving skills, and finally, decision making skills. Great. The fourth one, it helps in contributing to the formulation of positive attitudes and what? Values. And these positive attitudes and values, positive beliefs, positive attitudes, and positive behavior. And finally, it helps in creating what? Awareness. And what is this awareness? It makes them aware of both the physical and social, cultural diversities. So in conclusion, remember we discussed the aims and the, I want somebody to tell us what aims, what we said aims mean. Who can tell us what we refer to as aims? Remember, we said aims are general statements of purpose or intentions. General statements or what? Purpose or general statements of purpose or general statements of purpose or intentions of the curriculum. Then what did I say objectives are? Remember I said objectives are more precise statements of what? Purpose. And we listed 3 aims. While we listed how many objectives? Remember, we listed 5. Then we went on to discuss the functions of social studies education. Remember, we discussed 5 main functions. And of these functions, we discussed the skills that helps the individual develop. Very important skills. You can remember these skills that we discussed. When we say helps individual develop essential skills. What are these essential skills? Who can remember? There are 3 essential skills. Who can remember? Good. We said these skills are what? The critical thinking skills, the problem solving skills, and the decision making skills. Thank you as we have come to the end of this lesson. I hope you have gained from this, and I look forward to getting feedbacks from this lesson. Thank you so much.